Dear friends, it is a pleasure to be here with you. I enjoy being with you. I know all of you. We have shared moments like this before on Earth, just being together enjoying each other's presence. Feel this with me. We are connected from the heart. Time and space do not matter much at this level. We celebrate our unity together. I see all of you that longing and such an inspiration to achieve a new reality on Earth. You are carrying the torch of Christ consciousness at this time, and I welcome that. You feel that much is changing right now, and right now there really turmoil and chaos around the world. Deep in your heart you carry a vision. Is the vision the image of the promised land? You have brought this vision for many lives. If genes have a soul, you would carry in their genes as a soul. Again and again this vision, this inspiration, inspired them to return to Earth. But what is the promised land? He spoke of the promised land in the Bible, and some people at that time thought it was a specific physical territory, but it was not. At this time you call the new Earth. You envision a different reality extending ahead of you, but I tell you that the new Earth that are dreaming is born in their hearts. You have fed this vision of the new Earth for so long, and now it is time to express it externally in the world, and it is time to join with others who are of the same spirit. Now, throughout history you have all been hurt. They tried to introduce the new consciousness again and again, but met with resistance and aggression on Earth. This has deeply hurt, and there is still much fear in many of you. How to deal with it? How to heal? Today my message is that by healing are bringing the reality of the new Earth, the promised land. In the past, many of you were focused on external changes. Even I was in my life on Earth. I saw a lot of injustice around me, and I could feel that anger. To stay in balance I had to isolate myself from my surroundings and find a quiet place to reflect. I had to balance my own emotions and restore my connection with my soul, and the same goes for you. You want to change things outside of you, but his real mission is to go in and see what needs light there, feel the connection with your soul. And you have entered into this life to heal old wounds, and as you do that your consciousness will change. Can you get yourself while you look inside and see their own deepest fears and pains? Can you feel compassion for her darkest parts? This is the real challenge for you today, to become truly one with oneself, accepting what is. Sometimes when you think or feel about the new Earth are very excited and want to move forward as quickly as possible, and the vision that you love is in fact true, but there are still parts of you that need attention. They need total attention to heal. Now I want to do a little exercise to connect with this part of you that need more healing. Imagine yourself standing in front of a door. Behind that door is the new Earth, the promised land. The light is shining through it, and you give a few steps forward. But you are not alone. Next to it is a child. It is yours. Now get moving forward towards the door. Experience the light coming from this new reality and see how they respond. What is your first reaction? And now kneel down next to the child and ask him or her what she wants. Is there fear in the child there? You would somehow needs your support? It may well be that part of you that wants to move through that door as fast as possible while other parts doubt and contain. Do not judge those parts of you. Let them present to you as a child in need of tenderness and patience. It is your mission in life to take care of the parts of you that cannot get much light. You are still in negative beliefs about their own value, on its own merit and their own gifts. So I ask you to instead go forward as fast as they can, kneel down before this precious child within you, because he/she carries Christ consciousness as much as you. This child makes to you a human angel. It contains his humanity, his doubts, fears, and it is only when fully embrace this our part we can reach others with true compassion and understanding. And that's what really brings a new era to Earth, not the desire to change things externally but the ability to go within yourself and reach the darkest and most hopeless internal parts. This is how you approach the new Earth at the time of now, and this is also what you can do for others. Whenever they see their struggles or pain, do not judge. See its beauty and courage. That's what light your burdens. So you see, my message is very simple indeed. This is all there is: love in your life. The vision of the new Earth is real and valuable, but sometimes you receive mostly in their minds. They begin to think and worry about how they will make it happen. They want to have guidelines for specific actions they can take. Their minds are saturated as well as willpower, but the arrival of the new Earth will not happen that way. Receive the energy of the new Earth as something you do with the heart, no expectations, no agenda. In fact, the creation of this new reality happens much more through its feminine aspect than the male aspect to which they are so used. Both aspects are equally important, but you tend to get stressed and to value the masculine aspect. The feminine aspect of creation invites you to dream of another reality, to receive visions and fantasies about it, and to trust the flow of life so that it brings them. Then, feel, be receptive, entitled to rely, are the qualities that are essential here. I ask all of you who remain faithful to the vision in his heart and trust in life. I would like to invite all of you to feel my energy. I am Shua. I am your brother and friend. I know what it means to be a human being. I do not stand in front of you as a teacher or a teacher. Consider me a friend. To me, I just like to be with you. Of course, they wanted to give them as much information as possible, but the information is not really the most important point. You have all the information they need within their own being. Their souls are talking to them all the time. My presence here is intended to encourage them to trust their souls. Thanks for being here with me today, and I love answering questions they want to do. In the afternoon I had a vision of a butterfly blue light, and this morning I saw a butterfly over a door. There were no walls, only one door, and I could feel that behind that door was a different reality. I wonder what represents the door, and when I'm in the door and looking back, I feel great joy and happiness, and start to smile at how we were or how we did it. It is a very beautiful picture you have seen, and as I said recently, their souls are talking to them all the time. And the fact that you've been excited for her and the reality behind the door shows that it is really significant. Your heart is asking you to trust this vision, this energy, and you feel excited because there are parts of you who long for a lot through that door. Now maybe you can also notice that some parts of you are not so enthusiastic. This is the paradox I'm talking about today. Some parts of you still maintain fear and have problems with receiving light behind the door, and it asks you to really stay true to those parts of you that still need care and tenderness. Beach Shua, can you say something about the ascension of people next year? At this time many people are going through an intense process of unification with your soul. You could say that every life is a big ray of sunshine. Its essence or soul is the sun, and what happens when the ascension takes place, as you call it, is moving through that beam and approach the light source. And it may be the case that in this process you connect with other rays, remember other lives they have had. Your consciousness expands, and understand that they are much more than this human body of flesh and bone. What happens if people manage to connect with your soul? It is that they begin to create from the inside, not simply responding to what society asks or expects of them, but really trusting the voice of his soul. This is happening on Earth right now, but there are several groups of people. Some recently are at the beginning of the process and others are well advanced, and that's what it is. I do not have any judgment about that, and it is very difficult to predict what will happen on Earth because this transformation internally. Every human being faces the choice between the old and the new, between fear and love, every day, and when many people choose love or inspiration of the soul, then things can happen very quickly, but this is not predetermined. This is your own power to choose. You tend to underestimate the power they have. Sometimes they pay much attention to predictions, for example with respect to 2012, as if he had a reality outside of you who can determine what will happen to your life. But you are the creator of your life, and it is important to stay focused on yourself and your life. Then they attract others who are vibrating at a similar level, who are similar to you. I am a singer and touch people with my singing. I'm trying to do this in a professional manner, and at the same time I feel a lot of fear and doubts about how. You are very brave to hear the voice of your heart. Honor yourself for the choices they have made, and of course the fear is there. You have to understand that fear has become a kind of energy field around the earth. It's like a collective fog around, and as soon as you want out of it, as if you chase and try to make back toward her. He's telling a lot of lies, is not possible what you want. And then the key is to recognize the nature of this voice of fear. If you tune you with energy, with the frequency of that fear, you can know instantly that it is not the voice of truth. I recommend letting fear be shown to you in the form of a child. It is not an enemy which must be fought. It's a part of you that is the most vulnerable to external judgment. Protect him. Let him know that you're there for him. Tell her how beautiful and brave he is, and as you move forward you will see that it becomes increasingly easy to get out of the fog. There are people waiting and wanting to really receive the gift that you carry in your voice.